Hello. So I think we are live. Low-key having a panic attack right now because no one else showed up. So I am the only person on this live right now, and I've never done a live before because I get very anxious with the idea of being on a live alone. But it's early and I see we already have some people here. Sorry guys, I'm so horrible at this. Hello, Kate. Thank you for coming. And Miguel's here. Hello, good evening. Kate asked, what are you working on? I'm currently working on the first draft of my YA contemporary. Sorry, guys. I don't know why no one else showed up, but I'm so anxious. And Miguel said that they're world building their project and a script for their next video, so that's really awesome. And Kate is working on their first screenplay, so that's great. Kate asked what time is it? Miguel said 9 p.m. Kate said they're up early, and I think they said it was 6 a.m. maybe? Yes, 6 a.m. It is currently 8 a.m. where I am. Hello. Hello, Yaza. Thank you for joining. And I also want to do a live, but I get nervous. Yeah, I really hate, I've never done a live alone. I've always tried to organize my lives, so I'm not doing them alone. And I didn't realize that no one else was going to show up today. And I'm probably going to ramble, and it's probably going to be bad. And this is the reason why I only ever do scripted videos or show up live unscripted on Instagram stories, because it's only a couple of seconds of me talking, so I can't ramble and be stupid. But anyways, I guess we can just get into a writing sprint. I don't really know what to do. I guess that'll work. I'll set up the emoji timer. How long do you guys want to go for? This is horrible. Oh my gosh. Aw, thank you. But yeah, no, this is just it's just not something that I really enjoy doing, is lives on my own. I usually if there's another person. But yeah, it's just me. I'll probably end up deleting this live. I guess if no one has any preference, okay, 15. I'll do 15 then. Let me set up the timer. Is that 15 seconds? Yeah, it's gonna be 15 seconds. 0, 0. Okay, so here we go. And I'll start the timer. Let me know in the comments which emoji you think is gonna win. I think I'll go with number 3. I really like the heart-eyed emoji. Oh my gosh. So the little heart eye emoji won. And now we have a guest with us. So,
Hi,
hello.
I am good.
How are you?
I'm excited.
It must be
Yeah, it's
it
like
must be really early
6:19
for
for
you.
me, but I was kind of like chilling in bed for some reason because I woke up early and also I was really excited that I finished my short story last night, so I was kind of like rereading it and rereading it. Thank you.
Congrats. I
Yeah.
don't know. Do you want to introduce
So I'm
yourself?
Helene Foy. I am an author tuber here on YouTube. I post writing related content videos twice a week, around Thursdays and Sundays. I'm trying to get better about doing like on specific days. And I also have an Instagram account where I post writing related content, like writing prompts, writing aesthetics, and writing updates, all that fun stuff. And I was gonna work on my short story, but I finished it. So now I'm trying to think of other projects I need to do for this 12 Ks of Christmas Write-a-Thon. I think I might go back and work on some of the edits for my story Idimp, which was my pre-NaNoWriMo project. I was on final edits for it and I've been procrastinating on them because they're very small, minor. So I might work on that. I have like one extra like conversation slash scene I need to put in somewhere. So
Yeah.
I might work on that sometime today.
Did you finish your nano project like during nano?
No. um, I got to a point like halfway through that I was like, I need to revisit the outline some more and figure out why it's not working for me. Because, like, in theory, it's like a great story and I do love the story. But I guess, like, I just need to add some more elements because for whatever reason, it just wasn't working. I kind of lost excitement halfway through. And so I think that'll come once I look more at the magic system again and figure out more stuff about that. But
Yeah, that's kind of I'm trying to finish my nano story and I think I'm almost to act 3, but like everything I've outlined for act 3 like just doesn't really click anymore. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to try to like fast draft act 3, but it's going to be kind of a mess. I'm like I'm just trying to finish by the end of this weekend just so I can like go back cuz I'm like I'm going to have to rewrite act 3. It's just interesting.
isn't it the worst when your characters don't follow the outline that you constructed and you're like, well, okay, now the ending doesn't work. Thank you.
It's hard for me to tell if you ever get this way. I'm like, either this is really good or really bad, and I need to read through it to tell, but I don't want to read through it because I want to get through the draft. But I'm like I just don't know if like she's being too mopey or too complainy, or if like the drama is too much like melodrama, and I'm like, I need to figure that out.
Yes. I feel that so much.
I see that Leah joined us. Hello. And then Alexis asked, is there a playlist or is it all you? I did just link the playlist to the description. It wasn't there before, but there should be sprints going on all day today mostly and all day tomorrow mostly, but on Eastern Standard Time. So I know some of the people here, like Miguel, said that most of these are during the night for them. So, and then Kate got 208 words in their script. That's awesome. Hello, everyone. Arrived mid-sprint. Hello. I'm working on a video for my physics class. Interesting.
Ooh.
I remember physics. That was rough. This write-a-thon is introducing me to more people. That's so awesome. I feel like that's one of the goals of doing a giant write-a-thon.
Oh, yeah. I think the first write-a-thon I was ever a part of, I only knew like maybe 4 people, and that was Autumn, Maddie, Brooke, and Bree. And I didn't even know them that well at the time. And yes, the write-a-thon was great because it brought me together with a bunch of other author tubers in the community. And
Was that the November write-a-thon?
was it? Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, that was like the really crazy one, wasn't it? Where it was like there
Yeah.
was sprints going on, like one right after the other. It was really fun.
That was. I remember because I was kind of in the same situation because I only really knew I knew Sarah and Brooke and then kind of knew Autumn. But then because I don't think Diane or Hudson were in that one. So like I didn't know anyone else, but then I got to meet a lot of awesome people.
Yes.
Miguel says I'm in physics right now and I hate it. I will say though, right now I'm currently reading a book that deals with neuroscience and quantum physics, and it's more of like how neuroscience and quantum physics relates to like manifesting and energy, like your own personal energy fields and stuff. But I like never thought I would like willingly read a book on like either of those topics again. And then here I am for fun, like taking notes, like, oh, okay, so you gotta get in the beta wave state. And then the gamma wave.
I was gonna say when you start talking about quantum physics, I'm like, that honestly sounds like the most boring book. But then you kept talking about like what the book itself was actually about. I was like, okay, I can see how that would be fascinating.
Yeah, it's really fascinating. I will say it's like a very hardcore book. So like if anyone here wants to get like super into manifesting, highly recommend. But I don't think it's like a beginner manifesting book. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm getting through it very slow though, because it takes a lot of effort to process.
I feel like that's me whenever I read like nonfiction books, just in general. It takes me a lot longer because I have to really
Yeah.
sit down and focus. Even classics. I think that's why I've been wanting to read classics for as long as I have joined AuthorTube. I'm like, I should be one of those people who just like sit down and read classics all the time. But I did that so much when I was younger. So I'm trying to find ones that I haven't read before. And also, it's just hard because I'm used to reading like boom, 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 just like getting through a book.
Yeah.
And I'm having to switch back to the mentality of sitting down and really taking time to digest what I'm reading, understand some of the more complex, old-fashioned way of writing and all that fun stuff. But
Yeah, I used to read more classics than I do now. I think I'm just too, I feel like we live in a state of like information overload all the time.
yeah,
I just like don't have a lot of space left. That's how I feel because my goal for December was to read one fiction and one nonfiction book a week, but the nonfiction books are stressing me out because it's like too fast. So I'm reading all these different books about like personal development, and they're all telling me like a million and one things to do, and then I'm like, I don't even have time to do all these exercises in the book and read the book.
yeah, self-help books and like things like that are always so intense because like you said, they have all those exercises, they just fill it with information. Usually they're not super thick, but they are like dense with info.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this book, the one I'm reading, so it's called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza, but it's like thick and it has like charts. Like
Oh
it'll be like
dang.
electromagnetic waves on this chart to see how like your brain waves change when you're in meditation. Like it's like
Pretty sure my brain would like implode if I ever tried to read it or make sense of any of that.
Kate said, what is your favorite book or series?
I don't know. That's a very hard question. I have like a list of some of my top favorites, but even that is incomplete because it depends on my mood and how nostalgic I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Um, I have one of my favorites, and it's a young adult novel, and I read this, geez, probably back when I was 11, and it's still one of my favorite books. It's called Incarceron,
Oh,
and
I read that.
yeah, did you
Yeah.
like it?
It was good. Yeah. I don't remember a lot about it. I remember I read it for a school project, which made me not like it as much.
Oh, I can understand that. I just remember the end had just like so many twists, and I did not expect because usually I'm one who can pick out twists before they happen, but this one I was like blown away by,
Yeah.
and I just remember that.
Are these my favorite in this series? Is that part of the Incarcerum series?
Isn't that the one with the dragons? Aragon? I've also heard people say Aragon.
Yeah. Kate, let us know. I'd be curious. I think I'm just, if I'm going to go off a classic, a little boring, but I love Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I'm trying to think of like other. When I was younger, I really liked All the Boys I Loved Before. That was one of my favorites, and then The Darkest Minds was one of my favorites. So it's,
Oh,
like very nostalgic to me. But there's
didn't you make like a TikTok about that?
uh
Like, oh, if you've read these books, we could be friends or something like that. Was that you?
yeah,
I love that.
I was so proud of that TikTok. I like remember showing it to my mom. I'm like, Mom, look, I did this cool thing with my hand, and then the room like like that.
I love that. That was really good.
Yeah. That was fun. And it was Aragon. Aragon.
Okay.
The series. Yeah.
Yes, I read the first book in that series. And I think at the time when I read it, I was a little bit younger, well, quite a bit younger, and it wasn't my cup of tea just because I couldn't handle all the really like intense descriptions and all that.
Yeah.
But I think if I were to reread it now, I would appreciate like the visuals and stuff like that
When I
for
was
sure.
younger, I never read books like that. Like, I don't think I read any sort of fantasy book until I was like, the first fantasy series I read was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, like hardcore fantasy series. And I don't think I read that until I was like 15 or so. So I was just into paranormal dystopian, so much into paranormal, and then like romance books.
I would waffle. I would have like moods. Like I would really be like into historical fiction slash classics, or I would be into like grunge dystopian, or like I had just so many different moods, and I would just devour books in that genre.
Yeah, I was never into. I don't think I was ever into like grunge dystopian either. Like my taste was so like feminine. Like it was always about like if there was a good romance.
That was me for like the longest time. Like if it was grunge dystopian, it had to have like a romance in it, you
Yeah,
know, because you got to balance it out, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many books I read when I was a kid. I was like, I shouldn't have been reading these. I don't know why my mom let me read them. Miguel says, I'm actually getting inspired for my world building from Catholic traditions. That's cool.
Oh.
And then it was such an upsetting movie. I've never seen the movie.
I've seen like clips of it and I was not impressed. Because the book wasn't like even though it wasn't specifically my cup of tea the time I read it, like I could appreciate the fact like it was a good story and stuff like that, and there's a lot of good elements to it. But I was upset watching just the little clips I saw of the movie. I heard most people don't like it.
So, do we want to go into the next sprint?
I'm good with that.
Awesome. How long do we want to go for? I feel like we've been talking for a bit, so maybe a longer one. So
Yeah.
it out.
Do you want to do what was your last one? Was it like
15.
15? I mean, I'm even good with doing something around 20 if we're wanting to.
Sure. I will start up the timer.
Yes. Just remembered I have to edit one of my writing vlogs, so maybe I'll work on that a little bit while my mind wakes up.
Yes, I'm trying to film a writing vlog today / maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's hard with a write-a-thon because then I'm like, if I'm sitting in front of my computer on live streams, there's nothing to block.
I know. That was my problem with NaNoWriMo. I was like trying to do writing vlogs like every week, and then after week 2, I just stopped because I'm like, I'm just sitting in front of my computer, like in the same room most of the day. Like, what else can I film? Me making tea?
Yeah.
There's only so many times I can film that in one vlog before it gets monotonous.
Yeah, I wrote down a list of everything I want to include in this vlog. So I'm like, hopefully it'll be like enough diversity.
That's good.
Yeah, as I said, weirdly, my favorite short story is by Roald Dahl. I feel like I've heard that name before.
Yes.
The Wonderful Life of Henry Sugar.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I've heard of the author, but I haven't heard of that short story.
Yeah.
I'm good with 20 minutes. Need to do a lot of research for uni. It's wild. I was talking to, I think I was talking to RP about it, but like he was telling me in the UK that they have work to do over the breaks at school, like for classes. Like their professors give them work to do ahead of class, which I'm like, that's so weird.
What?
Because in the US, we definitely don't do that. But I'm like, I guess in the US, though, we do like giant research theses. Like I have a
Yeah,
friend working on research. And then we also do internships, which I don't think they do as much of over there. But I'm like, that's
that's
still really
true.
like more classwork.
Yeah, geez.
So I'm wondering, Leah, are you like on break right now and you're doing work for class, or like is this still classes in session?
Oh,
Um,
yes.
no.
They
Which one?
get the fun emojis. Okay, I'm gonna go for number two because that is just a mood.
Yes. Um, oh, I hope that that's my mood tonight. I'm having like a pizza and wine night. We're like zooming our family. We're gonna do
Nice.
that. So I'm like hoping it'll be like fun and silly. And I will do number 4.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a cute one.
It is, yeah. I chose the one with the heart last time and it won, so I'm thinking maybe this one will win this time.
Oh.
Let us know in the comments which emoji you think is going to win, and then we will start back up with the comments after the break. Oh, the little guy without a face, without a nose, no, without a nose or a mouth. Wow, words. 1.
True underdog here.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Kate and Mel both went with that one. I think those are the only people. But we also have a new friend with us.
Hello, friends.
Hey.
Hello.
Sorry that took me so long.
You're all good. I don't know, do you want to
Sure,
introduce yourself
I will
to
do my little
everyone?
spiel. Hello, everybody. My name is Madeline Monaghan. I normally just go by Maddie because it's a lot easier to say. I am an author tuber here on YouTube. I post writing-related content, soon-to-be book-related content, and movie-related content. I also host live streams every once in a while. And I also have an Instagram. So if you all want to go over and see that, I post just fun little videos, pictures of my cats, quotes from the book I'm working on. It's just a riot over there. And I don't know if it's a fun riot, but it's a riot. It is great. So
It is a fun ride.
Okay.
I promise you guys.
Helene will vouch for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. So both Maddie and Helene's information, as well as everyone who's participating this weekend, is linked in the bio now. It wasn't before, but it is now, so that's what matters. So definitely go and follow them on the tubes and the grams and all the places. And also let us know in the comments how you did during that last sprint. I know Maddie also was kind of here behind the scenes, so I would love to know how both of you all did during that sprint too.
Okay, well, so remember when I said I was going to write or work on, yeah, no, that didn't happen. So I remembered because I was looking at my to-do list. I am that person who writes a to-do list for the next day, like when I'm getting ready for bed. That's my going to bed routine. And I was supposed to look at YouTube comments and reply back to them, because I always try to do that on Saturdays because I'm usually really bad, even about like watching other people's videos because I get like so caught up and usually I'm pretty packed during the week. So Saturdays I always try to take time to reply back to people who comments to me on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that, watch other people's videos. So I just responded back. I caught up on all my YouTube comments. And I literally finished, I sent off the last one right as the timer went off. So, and I also sent out the link for my stream for the Write-a-Thon to everybody. And then I updated the bio on that a little bit because I forgot to put the writing playlist in. You reminded me, Angela. So it's linked in there now.
Awesome. I'm the same way. I'm so bad at responding. So I try to set aside, it's getting scary. So I try to set aside an hour twice a week and I like set a timer and just respond to all the comments and the DMs and like everything. But I'm also really bad. Twice a week's ideal. I didn't do it twice a week this week.
I am the same way. I'm so bad at it. I need to start setting like a schedule or something of when to like respond because I see them and I appreciate them and I'm like, I'm going to respond to these. And then it's like a week later and I'm like, shoot, I haven't responded to these yet.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And like, there's so many really kind comments and I always feel bad. So if you guys ever are trying to get in touch with me, definitely do not, comment on my reels because I like seeing the comments. But if you want a response, either DM me or a comment on my YouTubes because there's no guarantee I'll respond anywhere else.
I'm so bad at responding. Like me and my friend, we when we text each other, it's like she'll text me, and then like 3 days later I'll get back to her, and then 3 days later she'll get back to me.
Yes.
That's how we talk to each other.
That's me with my friend. We are both the absolute worst because we both we'll see a text message and then swipe it aside to like message back later, and then we'll both forget to do it.
Yes. I'm the same way. I always joke that your Amazon Prime packages will get to you faster than a text response from me.
Yeah, they really will, though. I agree with that statement, Angela, wholeheartedly.
So how did you do, Maddie?
I managed to get 125 words. Got bathed by my cat. And yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like chaotic because I was like trying to rush back from the place where we went to for breakfast. We didn't expect that it was going to be a sit down place. We thought it was like a grab and go situation, and it was not. So we were like rushing back, and I was like running up to the room, and it's like, I gotta get on, I gotta go. And then it came in, and the cats had made a mess everywhere, and I was like, no. So half of it was me cleaning up after the cats, half of it was me getting bathed by Salem, and then I got 125 words.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know how many words I got. Let me check. I think I started there maybe. I got all 191 and then I posted something on Instagram. I'm almost wondering if like halfway through the day I'm gonna have to just go completely off the grid to get this novel written. Just turn off all the technology and just write.
I know. I was looking at like my Instagram during that last one, and I was like, should I post? And Helene's gonna make me do this now that I'm saying it, but I was like, should I post this quote now? Should I post it later? Helene already
Okay, Maddie, you post it on your own time, but you better post it. That's all I'm gonna say to you. You do when it works best for you, but I want to read that very badly, so just post it sometime, please.
Helene is like the one in charge of like the quotes. She's like, yes. Better post it. It better be on there.
I love reading quotes and like excerpts from people's works and summaries and all that stuff.
Yes, same. You can always like if you're nervous, you could always post in Ghost, which like during a stream might be a good time to do that. That's what I do whenever I post anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I post in Ghost a lot.
It's so hard because I don't know about you guys, but like my anxiety, I have to, or else I'll just like keep refreshing. I'll be like, oh my god, everyone hates this. Like,
yeah,
I do that so bad. Like I'll get caught up in doing that. It's mostly, especially with a video, or like a very like daring video, like my Inile Yof dissecting my old writing. Like that is cringe. It's supposed to be cringe. Like it's cringe on purpose, but like especially when it's a daring video like that, like I'm like, okay, I gotta like post in Ghost. Like I am not gonna like check this for a while. I gotta wait a few days for
That's how I felt when I made that reel yesterday. I don't know if you saw it.
I really liked it. It was so cute.
It was so funny. Like I just made it for fun because I was bored. And then like an hour later, it had like 2,000 views. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I don't want this.
Yeah, that was really cute. I like that.
yes.
And okay, so we were talking about holiday homework. I remember getting holiday homework when I was in high school a lot. Like I remember we would have like our summer projects. We had our summer reading list, our summer essays that we had to write, and our summer like experiments that we had to do.
Did you do summer packets? Like I don't know if it was like a universal thing, but like from my school and like actually just where I grew up, they would give you a packet for like every single class you were going to take. And they were not little packets. They were like, it was terrible.
We usually got a list of things, but it was like read these books, write these essays, like type of things. But it was only for IB or AP classes.
Mm-hmm.
I have homework during the break as well. So many people have homework. Rhea said my last day of uni was yesterday, but my semester doesn't actually end until early February, as my deadlines are all late January. So all of my assignments need to be done over the break.
Ooh.
At least that sounds like a long break.
That's true.
I only got it when I was at private school. It wasn't a thing for public schools.
Yeah, I went to a private school, I mean, up till 6th grade. And I remember, especially 5th and 6th grade, we would get like those homework packets over any break. And there's always that one teacher who was like, oh, break, you have so much extra time to do homework, and would just like pack you with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we got them when we were younger. I went to a public school, but it was, especially in elementary school, middle school, it was more like read so many books for fun and write essays on them, or like do an science experiment that interests you over the summer and turn it in.
That's fun.
Like choice, but
That's nice. Ours was, here's this. You're not going to like it, but we're going to make you do it anyway.
that's how high school was. 172 words during that sprint. Yay. I think it's a little too early and my brain is still waking up. That's a mood.
Mm-hmm.
That's my life. My perpetual state of being. Yeah, my brain's still waking up. One day it will wake up fully, but not today.
Miguel answered around 10 questions on the world building list.
Yay. I still need to look at that one, Miguel.
And said hello to Maddie.
Hi, Miguel.
It is a fun riot.
Thank you.
Wrote down some info for a video. It's kind of interesting, but also really boring. I'm sure it's not boring. I subbed to Maddie, but the links, okay. So I will fix that during the next sprint. Links are always in there. Okay. Good to know.
Thank you. Half of my wardrobe is just Star Wars stuff at this point.
And thank you, Eva. I think Reels / TikToks are the only thing that has gotten me through 2020. So
your reels are hilarious, Angela.
They're on point.
I love them.
I just checked your channel and saw the video doing your Myers-Briggs on your characters. I would like to do that too after my first draft.
It's so much fun.
Nice.
It is so fun.
I always do Myers-Briggs for my characters too, but I've never made a video on it, so I might have to watch yours for some inspiration.
Shit, I don't remember exactly what was in that video. This was like a little bit earlier on in my YouTube career, so fair warning.
I forget why, but for some reason I went back and watched a video, like one of the first videos I ever made, and it was so bad. I was like,
I'm terrified to go back and watch my old videos. Yee, thank you.
Also, let us know as we're getting to the end of the comments how long you all want to go for the next sprint. Would 24/12 be fine since Christmas Eve comes first? Oh, perfect.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, I love it. Nina said, teachers love to give us a bunch of work over any break. Most people usually don't do them all, but because that's not what a break is supposed to be.
I wish I had like the courage to not do my homework over break, but I was that kid who I was like, I got it all done within the first day because I was like, I have to get this done first and foremost before I have any fun. Yeah, I was that kid.
I was the kid who panicked at the last minute and did as much as I could and was like, you know what, this is stupid anyway, and then just gave up.
I will say some of those years I was in private school, my mom also taught at private school, and some of those years I was in her classes. So, teacher's kid life. That's how I developed that mentality, I think, of really wanting to get all that homework done before I had fun at break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was kind of the same way, but I think my idea of fun was just doing more homework type things, but on my own. Like I would just like read or like watch documentaries and then like take notes growing up. Gio's here. Hello. 10 minutes is a little short, maybe for like the last sprint, like a cool down or something. I told my parents that if I got homework over break, I wouldn't do it. Here we go.
Yes.
Woo.
Okay.
Oh, these are cute emojis.
I agree. Which ones do you think are going to win?
I want to do 3 because I do that emoji all the time.
I wanted to say 3 too because it just looks so cute.
We can both do 3.
Okay. We're gonna vote for 3.
Okay.
I will do number 4 because he just looks like he's having a good time.
He does look like he's having a good time.
He is excited for this race.
They all look like they're having a good time, though. These are some happy emojis. So let us know in the comments which emoji you think is going to win, and then I will start the timer. By the end of the timer, Helene's links will be fixed.
You got me worried now. Oh, sorry. because I want to make sure all my links are going to work because I tried to link everyone on my StreamYard for my video. Now I'm wondering, hope mine worked.
I think my issue was I copy and pasted them like directly from Maddie's, and then I put in Maddie's manually and then like took out myself. So I'm guessing that maybe copying and pasting them just didn't work.
There might have been like something weird with the links, because I know that can happen sometimes.
I think it's, if you look at it, it's almost like cut off. So I wonder if it just didn't like copy the entire link.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, as I did insert or I did copy all the links manually. So I don't know, hopefully.
Yeah, I didn't do that. So I think that's probably what was the issue.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Anyway.
Let's And the heart eye emoji won. I think I see Leah chose that one, so congrats. I don't know if anyone else did. I don't think so.
It's okay, 3 was close. Valiant effort.
Yeah.
3 was the cutest, in my opinion.
I'm really happy in general with the emojis this time. They were all really cute.
There are some weird
No
emojis.
weird
Sometimes I
ones.
forget about them. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is an emoji. There's a reason I never use it.
Yeah. How did you guys do during
I
that
personally
sprint?
just got ready for the day. Brushed my hair, washed my face, did all that fun stuff, and then I got breakfast. We have sugar and no, not sugar and spice, cinnamon and spice oatmeal, and then frozen blueberries. So, yeah.
Ooh. For a second, when you paused, I thought you were just gonna be like sugar.
Yeah,
Did you have a
just gotta
bowl of sugar?
get you going in the morning.
Like that what is it, that little sugar pot from Sword in the Stone? It just keeps like putting sugar in Merlin's tea.
No, it's not even sugar and spice, it's cinnamon and spice, apparently. But it's very good. Yes.
Sugar and spice and everything nice. That's what girls are made
Not this
of,
one.
right? Is
I'm
that
salty, y'all. They mixed up the sugar with salt when they were making me.
I think at this point I'm just like 99% carbs.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'm definitely there too.
Oh yes,
Carbs and coffee.
sure.
Yep.
Although you'd be proud of me. I've been trying not to like stop drinking coffee totally, but just to kind of back off on it. So I've been drinking, instead of like a frappuccino, I've been drinking like a chai avalanche, which is the same thing but with chai instead of coffee. And so far I haven't noticed the difference or anything. Like, it's been good.
That is good.
Yeah. I filmed a reel and I really want to post it, but my mom made me feel really insecure about it because it was one of my favorite quotes about coffee, and then it was like me making coffee with like the voiceover of the quote. And then my mom, when I like showed it to my mom, like, Mom, look at how cool this is. And she's like, do you like a little bit of like a side of coffee with your sugar, Angela? I'm like so afraid I'm gonna post it and everyone's gonna be like, this is like all caramel
If it makes
and
you feel
sugar.
any better, that's how I drink my coffee, is cream and sugar and then like with a little bit of coffee.
Same, yeah.
No, I feel the same way. I have an idea for a reel, but it'll really, I mean, I've already shown how, like, where my loyalties lie when it comes to things like this. But I really want to make it. And I'm, like, really hesitant, too, because I can just imagine my husband walking in the room while I'm doing something stupid. And he's just like, why did I marry this person? Like,
Yeah.
I got
How did you do,
333. So,
woo, that's an
like, exactly. But again, I'm going to stress my disclaimer. Those are edited words, not completely new words. So my husband got my cats a new toy, and it makes the weirdest like trilling sound. And it freaks me out every single time I hear it. Like, they're playing with it right now. So if you just see me like look over, that's what that is.
Kate said, I did not write anything. I watched a lecture on screenwriting.
Does he have a class for that?
I was going to ask, where did you watch that?
I had never heard of him until Thor. Is that bad? Or was that like his big...
I don't think I had either. I think I might have heard of him, but like, just like in the film realm, not really specifically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Megan is here. Hello. And they got 511 words landing perfectly at 12K for the draft. Woo. I'm actually
Ooh.
trying to start watching The
I
Witcher.
really want to see it. It looks so good.
I'm almost done finishing the video. Woo! I found one on YouTube.
Interesting. I thought they did a master class, or maybe not. Maybe that was someone else. I don't know.
Interesting.
Interesting. I feel like we have time for one more sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timed. How long do people want to go for?
That is the freakiest noise, guys. Please stop.
Was that
It just sounds like machinery whirring to me, just in the
you guys
background.
can hear it?
Yeah, but it just sounds like just like little hum, like a machinery kind of thing whistling.
I had my headphones on, and at first I thought it was like the TV, and then it was coming from the other side of the room, and I was like, "What is going on?" Like, oh.
Julia also asked if people prefer morning, afternoon, or evening sprints.
I'm a morning person, so I personally like doing things in the morning. God, it's so freaky.
I usually like morning stuff too. Usually, though, with like live streams and stuff, morning for most people over on my side of the US is like 4 to 6 a.m. in the morning, and that's a little too early for me. That's when I'm still waking up and getting ready for the day. So I don't know, even though I'm a morning person, I feel like when it comes to live streams, it just like it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's a time that I'm able to participate. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I think almost afternoons for me, just because mornings like are my productivity time, and sometimes live streams with the stops make me less productive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably afternoons because I'm automatically less productive. I get annoyed in the mornings when I have to stop working on stuff. Because I literally, like, I kid you not, most days. Today I woke up at 5:30 and I was working on stuff until the stream started. But most days I'm like working on stuff from like 5:30, 6 a.m. to like 11 a.m. with no breaks. And then after that I lose like all productivity. 17-17? We could do 17-17.
Gio coming in again with the 17-17.
I love it. I'm never going to be able to look at that number the same way again.
What did it mean?
I don't know. It's just a number that I think both Gio and Alice always say. They always say 17-17. That's just like their number. Although I love Kate's.
Yes, Kate's 5-minute mad dash.
I love it.
Ooh. I feel like I identify with the second emoji the most.
I'm going to go with number 3 again, just because it's adorable.
It's very cute.
I'm going to go with number 4 because my birthday's coming up.
Yes.
Not until January, but celebrate early.
It's real close.
Okay, let us know in the comments which emoji you think is going to win, and then we will get started on our last sprint. Okay. So, Helene, you're a movie one.
Yay!
I think Yaza and Miguel also both chose that
Yes.
movie.
Yay.
How did everyone do during that sprint?
I got 194 words, and this is for IDIMF, my pre-NaNoWriMo project that I'm trying to polish up to send out to beta readers before the end of December. So I filled in the 194 words was the short conversation that needed to happen between two characters for character development and plot development reasons. I've been procrastinating on it, but it turned out to be a lot shorter of a scene than I thought it was going to be, so that might be good? Question mark? I don't know.
Perhaps. I think so.
Yeah.
I got a whopping 91 words, but I caved and made that real.
Yes.
I was right. My husband walked out of the bedroom as I was doing it, and he was like, "What's going on?" Like, don't mind me. Just don't.
Is it okay? Because the lighting in my apartment at uni is really bad, so I used to have to like film my reels out in the living room, and sometimes my roommate would be like doing homework, and she would just be sitting there doing homework while I was like dancing with books in our living room.
I love it.
You get over it. One time I was filming some sort of reel, and these girls were like coming back from a day party completely drunk, and they like looked in my my living room windows and like saw me like filming this reel on a Saturday afternoon, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. They just kind of like looked at me like I was so weird. I'm like, whatever. Like,
well, I had to then show my husband what I was doing because he was like, "What's a reel?" So I was like, "Here." And I'll do a little plug here. If you go on Instagram, you'll see why I was a little bit embarrassed to show.
I'm going on Instagram now because I need context.
Everyone just whips out their phone. Sika, dear, I need you to get off.
It's being slow.
no.
Oh. I love this.
I don't watch Star Wars, but it's fun watching that. Aw.
When they announced that, I was so happy. I cannot wait for the Kenobi show. I'm so excited.
I love it. I'm excited for it too. I hope it's good.
Yeah, me too. Fingers crossed.
So I think this is like basically the end of our stream, but at noon, come back to the link, the playlist in the description, and join us again for another writing sprint. Is that noon, right?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Awesome. Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Obviously, go watch Maddie's great reel.
Yes. Please do. If you want to watch me do something kind of weird, I just uploaded a YouTube video about my goals for 2021, and I decided to sit on my dining room table while filming it. So yeah, that was interesting.
I mean, link in the description box.
Yes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Just go full on vlog. But thank you, Angela, so much for hosting.
Yes.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us on this little weekend adventure.
Yeah, thank you for putting this all together, and I hope to see everyone at noon for the next sprint. So I'm going to press, oh my goodness, I can't speak. I need a break.
That's what the 2 hours are for.
I'm going to press the end broadcast button, but see you all